Just a quick update on what happened today at today's hearing. This was a detention hearing for the 16-year-old boy that is been charged with murder in the death of Terry Smith Jr. The detention hearing today was continued until September 17th, so no decision on whether he should stay detained or not happened today. However, the judge did make an interim finding of keeping him detained until at least the 9/17 hearing, and that was based on the safety of the public as well as the safety of the juvenile himself.
And what does that mean for, like, he can't get out, but he can still have visitation? What does that mean for him?
That's all the handled by the probation department as far as visitation or not. But yes, he will stay in custody. He will not be out at any point.
But family can visit him?
I believe so, but that's something you'd have to address with the probation department.
John, the judge talked about previous violent outbursts and violation of probation. Can you get any details about that?
I can't talk about any previous contacts that he may have had with law enforcement.
Has the DA's office determined whether they're going to file as an adult yet?
Right now we have requested this hearing. It's called a 707 hearing. We've requested that hearing so the judge can determine whether this case should stay in juvenile court or go to adult court.
Does the DA's office have any preference?
At this point, I'm not going to discuss if we have a preference on that, just that we've requested a judge to make that determination.
Why would you ask the judge to make that determination?
We just feel based on the evidence that we have at this point in this case, it would just be better for the judge to make that decision on behalf of what's best for the juvenile. In juvenile court, one of the priorities in juvenile court is to do what's best for not only the community but also for the juvenile that's been charged with a crime. And in this case, we just believe that it would be best decided at this point by a judge.
John, can you clarify a little bit about the back and forth between prosecution, defense about the psych eval? And apparently there were some issues with whether or not they were allowed to do one. Can you clarify that?
That actually was a request that was made by the probation department, not by our office. The probation department was the one that had requested that a psychological evaluation be done on the juvenile. The defense, which is the public defender's office, objected to that, and the judge made the determination to hold off on that, and will make a further decision on that at the 9/17 hearing. Anything else?
Did he have a chance to, if he wanted to object to being held until September 17th, or did he complied with that? Right?
He did. He did. He took the defense attorney took a waiver, and he agreed to that. So he agreed to stay in custody at that point.
Hey John, we talked to the Riverside County Coroner's Office, and apparently the body hasn't even been ID'd yet. So why is the DA? It seems like the DA is moving quickly to charge him as an adult.
Right. Well, we haven't moved to charge him as an adult, but we did file a murder charge in juvenile court on this defendant, and that was done based on our understanding of the evidence in the case. I won't speak directly for the Sheriff's Department and the Coroner's Office other than to say that their protocol as to making an identification is going to be different than what we may follow when we file charges.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
No.
So John, would the decision to try him as an adult or a juvenile be made before the 17th?
No, it would definitely come after the 17th. The September 17th hearing is strictly to determine whether or not he should remain in custody, and that's the determination a judge will make at what is called a detention hearing in juvenile court, which is what today was. And at that point, the judge may make a date. He may set a date for that 707 hearing, but at this point, no date's been set for that.
What circumstances would come into play when a judge would determine if it's juvenile or adult?
I really can't answer that. That's something that would be left up to the judge, and so I don't want to discuss why a judge may make a particular decision or not. All right.